Okay, I really want to share you guys my perspective and my perception of money and why I think it is so important. Now, before people say, oh, pursuing money means you have no soul, or, money makes you evil, usually a lot of these kind of things come from people not understanding it, and they will make fun or have these rumors about something because they don't really understand how it works. There may be some truth to these things, but ultimately, I don't really care. First of all, we have to understand what money is. Money is essentially a tool or a thing that you're able to exchange the value for another thing. It is as simple as that. We have evolved into a society where we need and require money. We've done it for thousands of years, and that's where we are at as a human civilization. We are at the need of having money, or society in itself will struggle to exist, I feel like. And now before you say, oh, why doesn't the government create it? Who works for the government? Does the government generate all the money? There we go. It's the people that generate all the money. Now you guys understand that money is something that you can exchange and creates value for other people. You got to understand why I think money is so important. Money gives you the opportunity to do whatever you want. Now, most people will actually want to do fun stuff with their money, whether that is go on holiday, whether it is to go to the World Cup, whether it is to spend time with their family. That might be something extremely fun. But if you don't have any money, how are you going to have the opportunity to spend time with your family? How are you going to spend 40 hours a week with your family if you have no money and you're not providing them anything? How? You're not. It is ultimately unsustainable. The society that we live in, we can't choose everything that we want to do in our lives to make us happy because we need money, because money allows us to exist. I think once you accept that, then you can move on and understand why that is the case. The issue 90% of people, or almost all people, have is that they are actually fearful of money. Now, I'm not to say that you're wrong, I'm right. It is as simple to say that most people I talk to, let's say you're 30 years old, and I've spoken to you and you said, I'm like, dude, what do you do for work? Oh, yeah, I work here. Oh, do you enjoy your work? Not really. It's kind of boring. Oh, so you spend 40 hours a week doing something that you don't like just for the pursuit of money. Well, yeah, technically, yeah, it's pretty shit, hey. I don't, myself, I don't want to live in that reality where I have to work for 40, 50 hours a week and spend my time doing something that I don't enjoy or don't want to do. I know how crazy that sounds, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to conform to that. And whether that makes me a good or a bad person, I don't really give a shit, because I don't want to spend time doing something I don't really want to do. And people will be like, oh, money's irrelevant. Why are you spending 50 hours a week doing something that you barely enjoy or you're able to manage with? Because you're scared of money, because you understand that money is important. It is as simple as that, guys. People will literally go their whole lives just chasing money. Something like 97% of people end up with less than $1,000 in their bank account when they die. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying a lot of people won't actually understand money. And I think as soon as you understand money, you can understand more things, and it gives you more opportunity to learn new things and create more. Now, when you have this fear of money, you feel trapped. And a lot of people are like that. And I myself are scared of money to some extent. Oh, what happens if I don't have money to pay for this? What happens if this happens? Blah, 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 blah. Why? I think you just got to take a second and question the why, and then you can see what you need to do and progress. Money essentially buys you time. It buys you lessons and experiences learned through other people. Money gives you the ability to learn much quicker. I think you can learn from your friends, you can learn from other people, but if they don't like you or they don't like your energy, they aren't inclined to teach you. But if you give them money, they are inclined to teach you. It is simple as that. and it's going to provide them value and do things that they like to do. Money is genuinely one of the most important things in the world. People won't admit that because they are scared to say that, because it will question what they're actually doing, and that will ultimately reflect on them. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, for me, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be scared of money. I don't want to be chasing money my whole life. I'd rather chase money in my 20s or for a certain period of time to get to a point where I can have the opportunity of choice. At the moment, if I wanted to go on holiday for a week right now, do I have the money to do that? No. If I wanted to go skiing tomorrow, that was the desire that I really had, and that was going to make me feel whole to do that. I don't have the freedom of choice at the moment, and that is perfectly okay. But once you accept what you don't have, then you can build a plan to see and do. It is as simple as that. A lot of people will say, oh, yeah, whatever. That's the person they are. In this lifetime, that's what they've chosen. And at the end of the day, everything resets. Every single time that sun goes down, everything resets, okay? It all resets again, and you get to play again and again. But in order to play and have as much fun as possible, the sad or the honest reality is that we need money. I hate saying that, and I wish the world worked in a different way, but that's how it is. And I think you got to understand why I think like that. And if you think differently, you're welcome to tell me. But my perspective is that's how the world works. You want to show me a different way and show it through proof or through numbers and figures, you are welcome to do that. But I genuinely see everyone works because they need money. They will do stuff and not enjoy it and not learn anything from it just for the pursuit of money. It's a sad reality. It is very hard for me to judge people with money because ultimately I don't understand how it works. You can't understand something if you don't have it. For example, say I am a runner and I'm really into running. I'm one of the best runners in the world. And then I hear a fat person that's never run in their life before say, oh, you're doing this wrong. Yeah, potentially, but who are you to say that you're right and I'm wrong? I've got the experience and I'm able to explain it. And there's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, I think this might be the reason that this isn't working, or hey, by the way, I would recommend that. And you can take on that advice. But ultimately, it comes down to, who do you listen to? Do you listen to the person that works and their joy is found through 5 hours a week in their day, whether that's through doing a sport or whether it is doing one activity at their job? Or do you listen to the person that spends 90% of their life or their day enjoying what they're doing? I'm going to listen to those people. And most of those people have money as a result of that. But please, I've got another video planned explaining some stuff and what I'm doing, how I'm improving my discipline. So see you guys tomorrow.